Yeah.
And we're back again.
Back again with fresh trims.
Damn fool. It's your boy, Professor Cornard.
Hey, it's your boy, the clumsy elf. You already know. Let's get all aboard the hater train. I'm about to go in, and I'm 98% sure we got the same.
Ooh, who you got?
Chicago Bulls.
No, fam. But you'll like who I've got.
How have you not got Chicago Bulls? How?
You'll like who I've got.
I need to hear yours first now because I'm in shock. How, Sway? How?
I've got a team that I wouldn't say a lot of flack, but it was early days in our YouTube career. We made a video about this team, and we said that this team in the Eastern Conference has the capability to be a top tier team or a team that's completely out of contention. Couple comments. Some people said we know nothing about basketball. Is it true now? I had to give it to the Atlanta Hawks, man. I had to give it. We went both in the East, but talk to me about your Chicago one.
You know what? No, I hear your Atlanta one, and I'll say one thing on Atlanta is that if it was Deadest Team of the year so far, it's Atlanta.
But for the week,
Deadest Team of the week, yeah. I had to take it to Michael Jordan's kingdom of the Chicago Bulls.
What team they lose to?
1-3. It's not. This is the thing about this week. It's not just who they lost to; it's how they lost.
Okay, I like that. Talk to me.
1-3. The only team they beat was the Pistons. It was by 46. It was a blowout team.
Yeah.
They lost to Brooklyn by 36 points. They lost to Golden State, who were minus Clay and minus Draymond Green, 42 points. And they lost to Boston by 2 points. But that Brooklyn one for me, that was a little potential preview of the Eastern Conference Finals.
And it wasn't a good showing.
Both teams had full strength squads because that was before Zach LaVine got injured. Lonzo Ball had come back. It was an away game. Kyrie was playing, KD was playing, James Harden was playing. 36 points.
Chicago has beaten Brooklyn before this year, but fine. I felt this game was like when you've seen Chicago at its peak and you've seen Brooklyn just getting ready to form. It was supposed to be a nice little preview. Brooklyn
went on a 43-8 run in the second half. That's dead. Okay, we can all laugh at OKC being blown out by 73 points, but I think we should all be laughing at Chicago, who a few days ago were an 9-game win streak, and everyone's like, oh my god, DeMar DeRozan MVP. Oh my god, Chicago contenders. And then you go on a 43-8 run. That's just as bad.
43-8 run is like equivalent to having a day when everything bad happens to you.
Everything.
Like you wake up, you stub your toe. You trip up as soon as you step out.
You get smashed by a puddle by a car when you're walking. Yeah. You miss the bus.
You pour your cereal and you're about to eat.
You got no milk.
The whole bowl.
Or you got
That's
no
what 43-8 run must feel like.
It's crazy. Obviously, against Golden State, Zach LaVine injured his knee in the first quarter. That was in the first quarter. Obviously, day to day, or should I say, they're evaluating over the next week or so. Mm-hmm. But the reason why that win is significant for me is that Clay obviously wasn't playing. Draymond Green wasn't playing. Obviously, he's injured as well. And Steph only got 19 points, but they lost by 42. And you had DeMar DeRozan playing and Lonzo Ball playing and the rest of your team playing. I'm sorry, that's trash. And this goes back to what Professor's educated thought was last week, I think it was, if not definitely the week before, about the microwave league. When something is popping and a team is hot, every media outlet, every fan jumps on it. Why have I not seen bare negative stuff about Chicago in the media this week? That's trash.
And that is the perfect segue to Atlanta for me being the Deadest Team of the week. So much talk about Lakers not playing well, Lakers not doing well, but last I heard they left the playoffs pretty early last season, the Lakers did. So okay, yeah, I know you added Westbrook, you lost a few guys, but really and truly, based on how last season ended, I know we have great expectations for the Lakers because you got LeBron, but Atlanta on the other hand, last time I checked, made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And yeah, the teams they lost to were better. Like they lost to the Knicks and they lost to the Heat twice. But you know the significance of them losing to the Knicks. That's a team that they beat in the playoffs last season.
Yeah.
So they should be up for that game because they know the Knicks are going to be up for that game. Got beaten. To beat the Heat twice, I think those 3 games that they lost is kind of embarrassing to a certain degree, and they should be statement wins. And instead they're getting slapped left, right, and center. But I'm thinking it might be because Clint Capella's injured, and really and truly is weirdly their second best player.
Yeah,
you want it to be John Collins.
Yeah,
you want it to be John Collins. On paper, it actually feels like it should be John Collins, but it's not. Hence why the guy wants to get the hell out.
And I'll be honest as well. We've had Steph breaking 3-point records. That's why there was a lot of talk about Steph. Steph also having 50-point games, MVP. Durant was leading the MVP. Now the media's talking about injuries. Giannis was doing his thing. I haven't heard anything about Trae Young this season.
And you know what? He's been at certain points in the season on a bit of a tear.
Yeah, and he's had 40 point. He's had a few 40+ point games, and he's been balling. But it's like the league have forgotten about him. It's like they don't care about him anymore.
Because they're not winning like that. This week, and they lost all their games. He actually played, apart barring 1 game against Miami, the other 2 games he actually played well. Doing his little 30 points.
Is he?
9,
I want to ask you this
8
question. Is he just a younger version of Damian Lillard?
No, because Dame, no offense to Trae, Dame, actually weird because Dame did have early playoff success, but I feel like Dame made his teams win more than Trae does.
Yeah, at this age, he should be.
Yeah. It's just a weird team, like, and you know me, like
they're team. They're a fake good team. They're a really fake good team.